So here's the deal. When you were talking about it looks a little bit more calm and a little bit more orderly, they have gotten into a little bit of a rhythm in the line. Let me kind of scoot back. We're opposite Kevin Reese. He's on the other side of this stadium on the other entrance, but you can kind of see the line there of families that are waiting. And again, we've mentioned this several times, but the process is just slow. This is not normal routine or business as usual for a dismissal. And so parents are having to walk up, show identification. They have to make sure and verify that this person has the ability to pick these kids up, and then they're walking out. And so we've just seen a variety of families come out. We've talked to students, we've talked to parents, and no one is happy with the communication and how this all kind of played out. And so there's still a few students. It's hard for me to be able to see because we have these emergency vehicles kind of blocking the view of the stadium, but the kids are sitting on the bleachers inside the stadium right now as, again, they're waiting to be picked up. So it does seem like the scene's a little more calm, but as I started before you guys could hear me, you can only imagine your adrenaline and your temperature and your worry and everything just kind of goes down when you can see your kid after a school shooting. This is not a phone call, an alert that any parent ever wants to get. And the parents at Wilmer-Hutchins have gotten it twice in a year's time. So as you can imagine, for those who were here this same time last year when there was a school shooting, there's a bit of that deja vu. And I think for some of these families, it's just a relief to be able to get their children. Yes, there are questions about how a gun was able to get inside this campus again, but more than that, what were the lessons learned on at least how to get these kids to their families in a way that's a little more organized, a little more effective in terms of communication so that people aren't panicked. I think that that's one of the big things. And even making those phone calls, I mean, we talked to several parents as well who got the initial phone call or text from their student, but no communication after that. And so this is just really a big sight of not only reunification, but relief for these families, guys.
Certainly understandable, Dia. You know, when we talked about earlier, when you're a child and you're in this high-stress environment, how your perception of time kind of warps. You get a similar situation as a parent as well, because you get this phone call, as we heard earlier, you know, when Janet Garcia talked about getting that call from her daughter Aaliyah saying, "Mom, there's been a shooting here." But then she can't get another call out, and Janet's there at the school and just waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's certainly understandable how even a matter of minutes can feel much longer.
And the drive that she had, I believe she was at the grocery store, right? When she got that phone call. Can you imagine the drive when you leave your cart behind and you take off? I can't imagine how long that drive must have felt. To physically get there on scene. We've just gotten a statement a few moments ago from Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson, who is saying, "I am deeply troubled to learn that a shooting has taken place at Wilmer-Hutchins High School in Dallas. Our schools should never be places of violence," the mayor said. "I'm grateful," he said, "to Dallas PD and Dallas Fire Rescue for their swift response to this situation." Dallas ISD also has counselors on scene there right now as parents are picking up their children and being reunified with them on the football field there. And the counselors are from the Life Foundation. It's a nonprofit, and they have provided counselors to a number of other high-profile incidents, but they are on scene here right now for, you know, the frustrated parents who probably want to talk this out with somebody and may just want to yell about what happened. I can certainly understand that. And for at least 4 people who have been taken to the hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries, I can't imagine the drive that those parents had on the way to the hospital.
Yeah, and as we're taking a look, giving you that view of sort of from on high, I mean, you could just see that line of parents waiting there against the building, and in the line stretching against the fence line there as they, you know, wait to be reunited again. The Dallas ISD telling parents to come to the stadium, bring an ID, and they will facilitate the reunification with their child.